So here's the 48-hour update on the puppies. I guess they were born far enough apart. Some of them aren't 48 hours old yet, but some of them are. So a lot of the things I was nervous about, I'm less nervous about now. Tilly was kind of clumsy. As she was giving birth, she seemed like not super aware of the puppies that had already been born. So I felt very nervous about how she's going to be going forward. But she's learning to walk really gingerly around them now. And she's very attentive to them, and she's kind of like on her own feeding schedule in terms of like she comes in here to nurse at intervals on her own. It's not like we have to look at the clock or anything and bring her in. So it's kind of neat to watch her mothering instincts kick in pretty hard. She just knows what to do. The only thing I'm still worried about is when she goes to nurse, she like gets into kind of a curled position and then just drops onto the whole bunch. And I don't think she does it hard because it's not like they all freak out, but they're all under her and you definitely feel compelled to immediately get them out from under there. So we're going on our trip here in about 2.5 days. I'm glad that we have some people to supervise that plopping down on them situation. And the other thing is they all seem really vigorous, really active, but I weighed them in and there's a couple of them that haven't gained weight at all. And so they haven't lost either, but I was kind of going off of how they seemed, and the weights are making me think I might need to supplement. Also, I'm surprised by how much I need to rethink taking care of Tilly because she's like not touching her food at all. But obviously she needs tons of food to have her milk supply. So I made scrambled eggs for her for breakfast yesterday. Today she had chicken and green beans and ice cream for breakfast. A lot of people apparently give their nursing dogs ice cream to help the milk supply, so she's been eating a ton of ice cream and trying to figure out what else I can get her to eat so that she keeps her calories high. But yeah, won't touch her dry food for anything. She did eat a piece of broccoli, which I was like, hey, broccoli, and then I tried to give her more and she was like, wait, no, I don't like this. But I've been trying to research what are the best like superfoods for dogs and trying to give her as much variety as she'll take because she just won't touch anything dry right now. Also, she like will only drink fresh water that was just poured for her. So she'll like leave her bowls of water when she's super thirsty, and except the toilet, she'll drink out of the toilet, which she was already like that, but it's much worse now because I'm like super aware of her hydration, and she just only wants cold water that just came out of the tap. So it's hard to keep her hydrated. We have a myriad of weird containers full of water for her, hoping she'll drink something. If those signs aliens show up, we will be well prepared to fight them off with random containers of water all over the place.
So I did end up buying her one of these gravity waterers for outside. And I had planned to put ice in it to keep it cold all the time, but our huge ice didn't fit in the bottle. So we still tried it out, and initially she liked it, but kind of ignored it after that. But it was surprising to me to find out that the first week she was taking care of the puppies and we were just taking care of her. And that included spending every night in the room with them and making sure she didn't squish them. That was like our number one job, which I wasn't expecting, because she was literally taking care of them eating, taking care of them staying clean. She's doing everything. We just had to watch out for her.
Be careful, Tilly. Careful. Now I'm starting to have a little compassion for her laying on them because look at all their little wagging tails. How are you supposed to gently lay down when you have, oh, those flies. She's obsessed with catching flies. Good girl, Tilly. Oh, good girl. That was so gentle. Good girl. This is how we spend our days. The pink is the tail wagger. Okay, so today the puppies are 3 days old, and so I'm gonna start them on something called ENS. It's early neurological stimulation. And it's just a series of really gentle, gentle stressors that help the puppy to develop resilience and to be more even keel about new experiences, and apparently also helps their immune system and their adrenal gland development. So I've never done it before, but I figured with their weigh-in today I would try it out, do all the little steps, and I'll show you. Okay, so first we're gonna get a weight. We've been setting a sock on here because it helps them to hold more still because it's not as cold. Oh boy, hold on. Okay, 17.8. Orange guy. Whoa, that's a good jump. And then we hold him upright like this for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on his belly for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then upside down for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I know. And then get a little Q-tip. Today we're gonna do the right paw. I heard a breeder say that they just pick the same paw on each puppy to do each day. Do that for 5 seconds. Woo! Don't like that. And then people do a sensory stimulation with temperature. So I have just a wet wipe here. I'll let him sit on there for just a minute. Oh, he didn't mind it too much. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should do it towards you. Now on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mama's checking to make sure it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Tilly, that's enough. Hang on. It's okay. I'll give it right back to you, okay? And then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay, Mama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. She's not aggressive about her puppies in terms of being territorial, which I'm glad to know since someone else is taking care of them while we're gone. Although she knows them well because they live in our basement and she greets them all the time, but she does get worried. When we hold one for a while, she does want to come check it out and smell them and lick them and stuff. So, but she's not like aggressive towards any of us. But we just have to be kind of gentle so she doesn't get too nervous. As we were using this scale at the beginning, it had protective foam right here. And so we were getting numbers that were completely inaccurate. Like we thought that this one puppy's birth weight was 6.9 ounces. And when we took those foam things out, he weighed 14.8 ounces. So it was completely off. The first weights that we took for the first 2 days were totally off. So now I weighed them last night and I weighed them this morning. So this is our first time we actually have a real number to go off of. These numbers make a lot more sense than what I had previously. So looks like our pink gal has increased in weight 7.8% in 12 hours. So, whoa. I think they're supposed to, I'll have to, let me look it up real quick. Okay, so it looks like they should be gaining 10% of their weight per day, like per 24-hour period. This is the increase over 12 hours. Okay, so pink has gained 7.8%, well on her way to 10% over 24 hours. Orange has gained 7.2% in 12 hours. Brown, our big guy, has gained 8%. Can you imagine gaining 8% of your body weight in 12 hours? I'm not gonna say exactly what those numbers would be for me because that's TMI. But let's calculate it for Brian. He won't care. Okay, I calculated it for Brian. If Brian gained 8% of his body weight in 12 hours, he would have gained 17.2 pounds. So crazy times. So 8% for Mr. Brown, 3.3% for Yellow. Yellow is our runt though. And so I'm still pleased that he's growing that much since I thought he hadn't grown at all. But we got to get him getting just a little bit more. Purple has gone up 2.7%. So those are the two that I was worried about, yellow and purple. So they are the ones that they have gained, so that's better than I thought, but certainly not as rapidly as they need to. And green is up 5.6%. So green's on track to gain the normal amount of 10% over a 24-hour period. So we've got our 3 beefy ones, our 2 kind of stragglers, and our 1 right on the money. Wouldn't you know, the right on the money is Mr. Green. So that's where we're at with the weights. We finally got a real weight to look at. Okay, so we needed to get a DNA test that was available in store today. So this is the one we chose. It's the same one that Bruce had. Because we need to find out if Bruce is really the dad. We are not sure, because these pups do not look like his kids. This would be a call the midwife twist in an episode for sure. You have to wait till after they've eaten, so I had a timer on since last time they nursed. Which is a lot easier with newborns than big dogs to measure how long it's been since they ate, because I did one of these once where my dog had eaten something and I didn't know, and so I swabbed her mouth and it just came out disgusting. But I know for sure the newborns haven't eaten because she hasn't been in here. So the puppy I'm doing it with is a puppy that I didn't do the ENS with earlier, because you don't need that many stressors in one day when you're only 3 days old. So we are going to do it with our brown collar puppy and send it off and see what happens. Find out if we really have a golden doodle daddy. I need to hurry up because Mama is getting impatient to be in here. Okay, so swab the lower cheek pouches 30 to 60 seconds. And then insert swab into tube. Close cap and shake 10 times. Okay. This is this guy. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. These are... Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna wait till he's a little bit calmer. He's I think our biggest guy. And I just woke him out of a total sleep, so maybe he's like, why? But he can't hear right now. Isn't that interesting? He can't hear and he can't see. But he can smell. He can probably smell everything I've eaten for days, even if I've showered. Okay, mister, you're not gonna like this. And I'm so sorry. Okay, suddenly wishing I'd gotten help from another adult. But I don't have one right now, so we're gonna do our best. Hey, little man. Little man, maybe we can make him think that it's something to suck on. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, look at his face, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 29, 30, and I think we're gonna call that good. You were so good. What a patient boy. Good job. Okay, hopefully that was enough. He has such a tiny mouth. I hope it got... He had a lot more drool circulating than I expected, actually. Close up the cap and shake it 10 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope I closed that tight enough. I feel like I got stuff on my hand. Reward your dog for a job well done. So, we'll send it off, see what happens. I'm gonna see if I can capture these pups finding where she is, because she's in front of them, so they're gonna have a little bit of a journey to get over here. So they can't see or hear anything. They're just following their nose to find her. Look at that. Follow your nose. Little treasure hunt. What did you find? Good going, Mama. Way to be patient. Here's the day we're leaving.
So we flew to New York City and saw the sights, got a caricature done that looked absolutely nothing like us. Witnessed the most beautiful wedding in the world, truly so beautiful, and came home to much bigger pups than we left behind.
Smile, puppies.